Right, welcome along to today's press conference here at the Olympia in Liverpool, where Saturday's Probellum Fight Night will be taking place. The show is headlined by exciting local talent, Peter McGrail, who steps up and headlines for the very first time, and he is taking on the experienced Alexander Espinoza. Then, supporting that fight, the co-main event of the evening is for the vacant IBO World Featherweight title, and that is between Liverpool's Jazza Dickens and South Africa's Lerato Glamini. We've got a host of undercard fighters who will be in action. Most of them are local, and they're going to be up first, and we're going to be hearing from them in just a moment. But first, Probellum Sam Jones. We're back here in Liverpool. How good is it to be back?
Yeah, love coming here in Liverpool. It's I think it's the second time I would have been here. The first time we've put on a show here. One of the most famous fight cities in the world. We've got a cracking lineup on Saturday. This place will be absolutely jumping. It's a really enclosed atmosphere here. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a complete sellout. Really looking forward to it. Top to bottom, great card.
Right, well, so we'll go to some of the undercard fighters who are in action on Saturday night. Frankie Stringer, I'm going to start with you. So you're now 2-0. This is going to be your third fight in Liverpool. You're a local lad. How good is it to be back in action in Liverpool?
Boss, can't wait to get out. I fought last month and keeping busy on another good Probellum show, so I'm made up, thank you.
And how good is it to be fighting in front of your supporters, your fans?
Can't beat it, your hometown, and it's only small land here, so the atmosphere is going to be boss on Saturday.
Hopefully it'll be warmer this time, eh?
Oh yeah, it's freezing.
It's cold. And so what are you expecting to showcase Saturday night? What can we expect to see from you?
It's good boxing skills and just showcase.
Perfect, well best of luck.
Nice.
Okay, John Edwardson, this is your first time on a Probellum show. Yeah. How excited are you to be in action?
Yeah, I'm made up to be honest. It's like my first time on a Probellum. It's a massive show. Jazza's fighting for the world title, Peter McGrail's headline, so can't get better than that, can you?
Now, you made your professional debut this year, and you're already 3-0, so this is going to be your fourth fight, so a busy year for you.
Yeah.
If people haven't seen you fight before, what can they expect?
I don't know, just want to get the win, that's it, that's the main thing, like.
And how good is it, the fact that the fight is happening here at the Olympia and in Liverpool?
Yeah, it's a posh venue, it's like all get boxing on here all the time. When it's packed, it's going to be a posh night, you can't wait.
Perfect. Well, best of luck for Saturday night. Blaine Highland, you're back in action. The last time you fought was on the last Probellum show here in Liverpool. How good is it to be back in action? That was a good 6 months ago.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, getting back in action. The last show was good. I'm made up. It's in the Olympia this time. I love this venue. It's got character to it. I made my debut here in 2019, I think it was. So yeah, I'm made up to be back in here fighting, and I think on Saturday night, if it's busy, it's going to be a great atmosphere. If you can't get here on Saturday, tune in live to Probellum Live.
Now, you're going to be on an undercard with a lot of other exciting local prospects, and Peter McGrail, local kid, is headlining. How good is that to be part of? Yeah,
I'm buzzing. Peter's my good mate. We went to school together. We were on the GB squad together. And I'm made up that he's headlining this bill, and such as Jazza as well, fighting for a world title. It's going to be a great night of boxing, so make sure you get here or tune in.
Perfect, well best of luck
for
Saturday night.
Much. Thank you.
Next we move to Joe McGrail, who is the younger brother of headliner Peter. How good is it to be fighting Saturday night? We'll talk about the fact that it's on the undercard of your brother, but at the moment just your fight.
Yeah, just looking forward to getting back out, staying nice and busy. Got to thank my team for that, so yeah.
What does it mean, the fact that you're actually fighting on your brother's undercard?
It is special, but it's nothing I haven't already expected for my brother, obviously given his amateur career, so I think everything he is getting, obviously headlining this bill in his fifth fight, I think it's deserved, so I'm just obviously proud of him as his little brother, and looking forward to hopefully get another early night and watch him do the business.
On fight night, do you get more nervous for yourself or for him?
For him, it's the same both ways. He gets more nervous for me, I get more nervous for him. With Sean, we get nervous for our own fights obviously, but I think it's we can't control our nerves for each other, you know what I mean?
You're 5-0 now. On Saturday, what are you wanting to showcase?
Just just the same every time, really, just showcase my skills. Last time out in Liverpool, got a first round knockout, so as I say, hopefully another early night and get the job done early.
He was telling me he wants to, telling lies you, he was telling me about that, he goes, I want to chin him so I can get my clothes on and watch my brother and get comfortable.
So, obviously, that you're going to be eager to watch Peter after your fight. But in terms of what it means to your family for you both fighting here in Liverpool on Saturday night, what does it mean?
Yeah, obviously, when we're both fighting on the card, it's brilliant for our family, the gym, and the city. We're just trying to make everyone proud every time we fight, you know what I mean? So when we're both on, it's special nights.
Well, best of luck for Saturday night. Okay, moving on to Stephen Cairns, who is back in action Saturday night. Last time out, first round knockout. You were out there quick. Are we going to see a few more rounds this time?
Yeah, I'd like to get some more rounds under my belt. Obviously, build that experience. It's all well and good knocking these guys out in the first round, but I need that experience. I need them rounds. So I'm looking to take a couple of more rounds, but get the job done and get them out of there.
At this stage, when you're progressing, are you? Is your team telling you to try and get some more rounds? You want to get the experience. That's the point of these sort of up and coming fights.
Yeah, you need to, like, obviously you can't go into fights not knowing how you are in the 5th round, 6th round or whatever like that. But you can only control what you can control, and if I hit him with a shot and he goes down, that's it.
So be it. And your stable that you train in is people are, fighting for titles. They've got titles. They've got upcoming fights that are for titles. What experience do you take from being around people like that in the gym?
Massively. I'm around champions every day. Even Hopi, Olympic gold medal. So it's just like I'm just watching them every day, training with them, seeing what they do, and I'm living like them, living like a champion.
And it is a sold-out crowd. Watching the atmosphere is going to be like in here. Obviously, we're in here now. We can see the sort of staggered seating.
Looking at it now, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot more enclosed, and I think that's going to bring out the best on Saturday night.
Well, best of luck. Right. Right, Sam, just a final word for the undercard fighters for Saturday night. There's a lot of talent in this lineup.
Yeah, absolutely stacked with prospects. Got some really exciting fighters on this table. Just make sure you get here nice and early and support the boys, and it's going to be a fantastic night on Saturday.
Best of luck.
Thanks for the boys.
We only need not yet. Just need the belt.
Let's get on with it.
Right, so now we move to the co-main event of the evening for Saturday night, and it is for the vacant IBO featherweight world title. So this is a big co-main event to have, Sam.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant event. I mean, Jazza looks like the happiest man in the world. It's not many people would as I say, Jazza didn't need to take this fight with Lorato. It's a really, really solid fight. One that I know Jazza expects to come through with fine colours. But as I say, you've been skipping around the place looking like the happiest man in the world. You're just excited to fight, aren't you, Jazza?
Yeah, it's exciting, Sam. This is where I made my professional debut in here, only to have packed Olympia, just standing on the stage. I tried to soak it up, my coach poked me in the back and said, get out there and get in there. But I'm going to take my time and enjoy it on Saturday night,
As I say, I did speak to Lorato before this press conference started. He expects to win by any means necessary, but it's one of those fights that it could well steal the show with two fantastic fighters. It's almost a must-win fight for yourself, though, isn't it, Jazza, now?
Of course, like every fight is. I think footballers and rugby players in any other sport, they don't carry the pressure of a fighter. This could be my last fight. You're fighting for your career every time you fight, you know, and you put yourself in the shop window. Even not a good performance, put you back at the queue. So yeah, you've got to perform well and you've got to win every single time.
I mean, I was asked before this. I mean, what's next for Jazza? What's next for Jazza? This fella here is coming to win. Make no mistake about it. So I don't want to do the fight disservice of saying what's next for Jazza. Jazza's got a job to do on Saturday night, but I know you're confident in getting it done, Jazza.
Yeah, we have to look at what's next, don't we? Otherwise, we just going one fight by one fight, and it's good to have a plan. It's always good to have a plan. I would like to unify world titles, especially with the fighters that have already fought in the likes of Lee Wood. I'd like to fight Josh Warrington, even the American champions, you know, but my job's on Saturday night. That's my job. There's my opponent there. He's coming to fight. We're going to be fighting there on Saturday night. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, and just feel overwhelmed, really blessed to be back home in Liverpool. Out of horses as a kid, running around, sagging school, running around the back of the, you know what I mean, getting chased away. I'd be fighting in here for the world title. So, yeah, thanks be to God.
Big night.
It's a big fight for that vacant IBO World Featherweight title. And Jazza Dickens' opponent, Lerato Glimini. From South Africa, we've got him and his coach, Colin Nathan, here. This is a tough fight. What does it mean to you, this fight?
Oh, well, like, it means a lot, you know, coming here and just to fight Jazza Dickens, you know, in front of his home crowd. Well, like, it means a lot. Like, I'm really happy to be here. This is my second international fight, like fighting away from home. So I'm expecting a very good fight from Dickens, and I'm ready for whatever he brings to the table. I'm well prepared mentally, physically, like I'm just ready for him.
And Colin, this is a big fight. It's a real 50-50 fight. And so what have you been preparing him for?
Well, obviously we're not going to talk about the game plan, but it's just great to be in Liverpool. It's just great to be fighting for a world title. Jazz is a world-class featherweight. Lerato is a world-class featherweight. And I think we're just going to see a humdinger of a contest. I believe I've got the right guy who's going to do the job. I see Sam talking about he has a job to do. We came here to do a job. We didn't come here for a holiday. And we're looking forward to a really great fight between two world-class featherweights for the world title.
When this fight was suggested, was offered,
I didn't even think twice. I was like, let's get it done. Because obviously I've seen Dickens. I know there's not a lot of footage of Lerato on YouTube and so forth. So I really wanted this fight. So I didn't even have to think twice.
And what's it like coming over here, you know, to his backyard?
Yeah, it's daunting. I mean, but, you know, here's the thing, is that if you want to be the best in any environment, you've got to go in and you've got to dominate and win. And that's what we're prepared to do.
So what kind of fight are you expecting it to be on Saturday night?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I think, like I said, it's two legitimate world-class featherweights getting it on for the IBO World Championship, and I think we're going to expect a really hot contest.
Perfect. Jazza, when this fight was first sort of suggested to you, when you found out it was happening, what did you think?
I think the opponents had changed twice before it anyway, and they were two really high-level operators, so just like your man right now, it was just another good fight, and I think we'd already made our mind up as it was that I was going to be the best version of me, so whoever was going to fight, I was going to be where I am now, strong and happy. I just feel like it doesn't matter who I was going to fight. This Saturday, the camp's gone perfect, and I'm very happy and grateful to be here, feeling strong, and all the work's done. So I think you can focus a bit on too much on other people sometimes, but my main focus was getting myself right, and I've sacrificed a lot, been away from home for a long time, and it's nice to be back home, surrounded by the mad Scousers, so yeah, I'm grateful.
Now this is going to be your third attempt at a world title. What do you think you've learnt from the previous two that will help you in this upcoming fight?
There's so much. It's an 11-year professional boxing career, so, and before that, a lot of years of travelling the world, fighting for Great Britain and England, so I've learnt a lot, you know what I mean? I probably couldn't even think of something now, but there's so much I've learnt along the way, and you learn more through the downs, and it comes to times like this that you're grateful that you did have losses. No, it doesn't look too good on your record, but you know how it feels inside when you have had a few losses and you refuse to say, I'm not staying down. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to win a world title. And it comes back around, and you know what you've learned, and you know what you put to lose. So that's where I'm very, very grateful and blessed with all the lessons that I have learned, you know.
Well, before we let you both go, a prediction for Saturday night, how you think the fight's going to go, and a final word to Jazza.
I think I'm going to stop Jazza in a later round. I can't afford to get a decision on his backyard. So I think I'm going to stop him.
So you're going for the stoppage?
Yes.
Okay. Jazza, any final words for
I was
Lorenzo?
about to welcome him to Liverpool, but now he's just going to have to go home with a fucking bandage on his head.
How do you see the fight ending?
Win. Jazza getting his arm raised in front of the crowd. Yeah, a crazy crowd in Liverpool, yeah, like I always visualise.
Well, both of you, best of luck. That is for the vacant IBO featherweight world title. Thanks, guys. Right, now it's on to the main event for Saturday night between Peter McGrail and Alexander Espinoza. This is going to be over 10 rounds, and we'll start off with Alexander. Welcome. You're headlining on Saturday night. How important is this fight and the fact that you're going to be headlining the show in front of a sold-out crowd?
¿Qué tan importante es la pelea?
Me parece bastante importante, ya que voy a pelear en una promotora bastante de mucho sacrificio, de mucha importancia, la promotora de Probellum. Me da gusto estar en Inglaterra nuevamente, es la tercera vez que vengo. Daré lo mejor de mí y espero que sea una pelea bastante limpia. Vengo bastante fuerte, bastante técnico y daré lo mejor de mí, y que el público será el que estará bastante complacido en vernos pelear.
He said he's really happy to be here. He's happy that the Probellum have looked after him, and he's been here before in the Olympics before. So he said every fight he has is very important. So this is just as important.
And what do you know and what do you make of your opponent, Peter McGrail?
¿Qué piensas de tu oponente?
Bueno, pienso que es un boxeador bastante olímpico. Bueno, es fuerte, pero yo traigo lo mío. Creo que vengo a hacer lo que otros no le han hecho a él. Yo daré pelea.
He said he's very strong, but at the end of the day, it's just a fight. He said he's been in the Olympics, so he knows about hard fights, you know.
Peter currently is 4-0 into his professional career, so he's very new to the pro ranks. You're very experienced. Do you feel like your experience as a pro in the ring is just going to prove too much for Peter on Saturday night?
Peter tiene 4-0 años de experiencia y se va a hacer demasiado para Peter.
Bueno, él tiene poca experiencia en boxeo profesional, es la que yo traigo, boxeo profesional, y creo que le voy a complicar bastante la noche y creo que me voy a llevar la victoria. También le daré bastante de lo mío, yo tengo mucha experiencia y eso creo que me va a privilegiar a mí.
Yeah, he said he's got a lot of experience here, like you said, and you think, yeah, it'll be too much. But he's not trying to overcomplicate it, he just says that he's going to be the one who wins.
Okay. Peter, over to you. You are headlining for the first time. You're stepping up 4-0. There's not many fighters who can say on their fifth professional fight that they are headlining the show. How much of a big deal is Saturday night for you?
Yeah, look, it's as you say, it's my fifth fight, headlining my first bill.
alongside loads of Scousers that I've boxed on bills with before, and Joe. It's just going to be a great night for us, and I'm happy for the little step up that I've got in Espinoza. I think it's coming at the right time, and I'm fully going to be getting the win on Saturday.
Now, his record, he's had more knockouts than you've had fights as a pro. Does the step up and the experience that Alexander brings bring any pressure or nerves to you that you haven't experienced before?
Might add a bit of pressure, but I think any fighter would say every fighter getting in the ring has got pressure on them, so we're used to that, do you know what I mean? We've been training all our lives and fighting all our lives, and every time we're getting in the ring there's always pressure on us to get the W, so there might be a little bit of added pressure, but the experience I've had in the amateurs, throughout the amateur game, whether it's fighting in major tournaments, World Series, boxing, going away training camps, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Russia, America, all over the world, sparring hundreds of rounds. It's all of that why I'm headlining my first bill in my 5th fight, and I'm stepping up to 10 rounds against an experienced opponent in Espinoza. So yeah, I think it's come at the right time.
Now, you mentioned, and we spoke to him earlier, your little brother Joe is on the undercard. How good is that, the fact that he's on your undercard, you're headlining, it's a family affair and it's in Liverpool?
Yeah, this is our 3rd night together, this, and obviously my first top of the bill. So it's, we train throughout the weeks, the past few weeks we're training together, eating together, doing our weights together, running together, and then obviously we're fighting on the same night together, you know what I mean? So once we both get the win Saturday, it's just happy times, good times, and there's plenty more of these nights to come for all of us who are fighting.
Joe said that he gets more nervous for you fighting. Is it the same? Do you get more nervous for his fight?
Yeah, probably. It's probably a different kind of nerves, you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't say a scared nerves, but it's like nerves you can't control, because obviously I can't get in the ring and help out Joe, but for my nerves, I'm in control of them, and obviously use them to my advantage, and they switch me on and they get me sharp when I'm getting in the ring.
Have you prepared differently for this fight as you're stepping up to 10 rounds for the first time? You're headlining, it's a very, very experienced opponent. Has training camp been different for this?
I wouldn't say so much different, Ali, but I'd just say a few more rounds of sparring, obviously building up the rounds now, aren't I? But in our gym, we just like, I've been in our gym now 16 years and I'm still learning something new every day, every week, and just getting better and better and perfecting my game, perfecting my craft. And it's, I just seen in our gym, we've got a good few super bantams, feathers,
a very competitive stable.
So like, we've got good sparring, do you know what I mean? And sparrings went well. We had good sparring partners for this camp, and yeah, I'm looking forward to Saturday now, first 10 rounds. So yeah, even though I'm not looking for it to go 10, but you know, it's if it goes the distance, then we're ready for it.
And just a word on the fact that it's here in the Olympia. You know, we're here now. We can see the staggered seating. It's a sold out place on Saturday night. The atmosphere is going to be something special. Yeah. Actually, never boxed in the Olympia. Don't think Joe has either. So it's another one on the list, and I'm looking forward to it, because when I've been here for boxing shows in the past, the atmosphere has been unbelievable, and I think this is up there with one of the best cards that's been in here for a while. So hopefully all the crowd gets behind every Scouser that's fighting and pushes us on to get that win, and the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable. Sam, this main event, you know, it's a step up for Peter, and it's the first time him headline. It's going to be a good event.
Yeah, absolutely. Espinoza's going to bring it. I've been watching him. He's going to bring a test to Peter, but I don't believe it's just when Peter's going to win a world title. I believe it's how many weight divisions he's going to win world titles in. I think he's that special. I think he's a generational talent, and I expect him to come through the fight with flying colours on Saturday, and he'll be fighting for titles and packing these arenas out for many years to come.
Before we finish this, just a prediction for Saturday, how you feel the fight is going to go, and any final words for your opponent, Peter.
Pronóstico para el sábado.
What would we do without technology?
No le daré de todo lo mío, todo lo que he aprendido, lo que he estado entrenando, lo voy a demostrar ese día. y voy a salir con la victoria.
He's not going to say what round, but he said it's all going to be about him, and he's going to be the winner.
Do you think you'll stop Peter McGrail on Saturday night?
Carl?
No, no, creo que vamos a recorrer los 10 rounds y vamos a hacer una buena pelea.
He's just promising a good fight.
And Peter, a final word on how you feel the fight is going to go, what the result's going to be, and any final words for Alexander?
Just a one-sided fight. Me hitting him loads, him not hitting me much, and yeah, just I'm going to win, and I hope his training camp's gone well, and good luck to him, but because he's going to need it Saturday night.
Well, that is going to be a good night. Saturday night, make sure, if you've not got tickets, because it is sold out, you tune in and watch live and free on Probellum.com. It starts from 6 p.m. local time. Before we finish, we're just going to get the main event and the co-main event to face off.
There's something about this city. We punch above our weight in everything we do. There's a fire that burns in our hearts, an obsessive flame that finds embers within the ashes. We find strength in failure and motivation in pain. Pour us out, we'll not only relight, we'll get bigger, stronger, and rise like an inferno. You see, there's something about this city, and it's about to erupt.